Here is a spare weather station PCB, and it doesn't have any sensors connected to it at all. I'm just checking the Watchdog circuit, which is down here somewhere. There it is. 3 components in a line, a little black thing in the middle, which is the actual Watchdog, a very small. Fortunately, I used larger resistors. I used 1206 resistors, and I had to swap the one on the left out. It's supposed to be 4.7k, but that seemed to be too strong, so I swapped that out for a 2.0k, and that actually enabled the Watchdog to activate the reset on the microprocessor. The microprocessor is the MKR1 1300, and if we look on the the screen here, you can see the code that I used, which is just basic digital write, sending a pulse, which is shown in blue. So the pulse in blue is the signal from the microprocessor, and then when it stops, which is just happening there, you can see the Watchdog kicks in by going to low on the red line. You can see that the red line doesn't go quite to 0, and that's the problem that I was having with the 4.7k resistor. It just wasn't strong enough to allow the Watchdog to go low enough and actually activate the reset. So before that drop, which you can see on the red line, was up at the 100 millivolt level. So having the oscilloscope has been really useful in diagnosing. Otherwise I'd have no idea that resistor was causing a problem. So the Watchdog is working really well, and the interval at which the Watchdog kicks in is 1.6 seconds, which is fine, except that the BME 260 humidity, pressure and temperature sensor takes about 3 seconds for it to do its stuff, whatever it does in its library or in its circuitry. It takes 3 seconds for it to accumulate data. So this component actually is no good, and it has to be swapped out for something a little bit more elaborate. And unfortunately, as is often the case, as time goes on, the components get smaller and harder to solder. I mean, this little chip here was quite tricky anyway to solder, and I had to resolder it once to get it to work properly. But going to another chip with no obvious legs is going to be more of a challenge. But yes, we can do it. We have the capability to do this. If we don't swap the Watchdog out to something more elaborate, something with a more a wider Watchdog spread, then the system could crash whilst it takes a reading from the BME 260, in which case we'd have to walk across a muddy field in the rain, open it up and try and reset it, which is not a good idea. The weather station has to be completely remote. It mustn't require any outside intervention. So if it goes wrong, the Watchdog has to fix it in all possible circumstances.